All right, we're back. And we're watching an extra match today because the timing of things has kind of worked out. Sinner is through. We watched him earlier. Rune plays later. We'll see whether or not they play. But the winner of this match will take on Zverev, who is waiting tomorrow. This match is supposed to be played, I guess, yesterday or the day before. They pushed this back a little bit. It's funny because we've got Sinner in the semis, but we've got these guys in the fourth round still, so they're a little bit behind. But let's see how this plays out and see who can win and who can get this win. But Lehecka versus Shelton, very fun matchup. They played once already. They played actually on the grass this year. Shelton got the win, and it was a close straight sets win. So let's see what happens in this one. And now that with Tiafoe and Fritz both not being here, Shelton is sort of the last chance for the men's side. And he'll be the fan favorite and all of those things. By the way, schedule for tomorrow is jam-packed, which is fine. I expected that to be. It's going to be kind of brutal, though. I'm like, it's going to be a long day tomorrow, so make sure you're ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be a big day. Big day tomorrow. Yeah, the stadium's pretty much full, exactly. Well, this is technically like a sort of an after-work match, right? It's 5:30, I think, p.m. So it sort of fits into that, like, everyone's coming back from work and they can go to the tennis from work. So, yeah, you'd expect more people to be here this time of night. But also, yeah, Shelton. And also, it's on the other court. It's not on center court. It's on outside. So, outside, like, the second court too. So, the second big court is always going to have cheaper tickets. So, more people can get to it. So, it's good to see. Tiafoe stole my Rune semi-final last year. A semi-final will be a redemption. Yeah, I hope so. I want to see that match so bad. Also, Sinner will play on Saturday on his birthday. I heard that, yeah. That'll be fun. That will be fun. Okay. They're just about to figure out who's going to serve. This is going to be, if they're both playing well, this is going to be a very fun match to watch. A lot of winners. These guys like to hit winners. It's going to be fiery. It's going to be fun. Every match tomorrow looks good. Yeah. Tomorrow is crazy. Crazy. Muhammad Ali's like, wow, that was the highest flip ever. So the guy who was tossing the coin, he just went, woof. He went to the moon with that flip. And Muhammad Ali was like, wow, that was crazy. This guy just went nuts. He's like the highest, it was the highest flip of all time. Shout out to that guy. Good tattoos too, and nice beard. That guy, he went for it. Winner of this will play Zverev tomorrow, who got a retirement victory yesterday, or a mid-match retirement victory against Khachanov, who has played a lot of tennis lately, so it's a bit of a shame. By the way, Kalinskaya came out on social media before the schedule even came out, so obviously she heard about it first, about how ridiculous it is that she has to play first tomorrow, and the schedule hadn't even come out. So now the schedule's out. It makes sense why she was upset, but yeah, she wasn't happy with the schedule having to come out and play. I think I'll read what she said, but I think it's got to do with the fact that yesterday she played last night really late, and then she's got to play first thing in the morning tomorrow, which is a little unfair. Considering Swiatek played yesterday and now gets to almost a full 48 hours. So I get where she's coming from. Let me read what she said, though, because I don't want to misinterpret what she said. So she said on socials, how can the WTA and tournament expect athletes to perform at their best when the scheduling is so unfair? After my match against Alexandra, I got home from the site at 2 a.m., didn't get to bed until 4 a.m., slept a bit, came to the site to practice, then I'm scheduled at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. How does the tournament and the WTA expect me to recover, continuously adjust my sleep patterns, which is one of the most important aspects of recovery? Seems a bit one-sided. Fair enough. She's got a point. But also the problem is that that if they schedule them on later tomorrow, then... Actually, yeah, why are they putting her on tomorrow morning? Why couldn't they put her on tomorrow night? Because the semifinals for the ladies is a day later. Why do they... I mean, I guess because they wanted to give the players that played today a chance to recover for tomorrow too, because they have one less day, maybe. But, yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, it does seem a little strange. Because who's playing second tomorrow? Is Sabalenka Raducanu second tomorrow? Yeah, that's probably why. Paolini Gauff tomorrow night, which makes sense because it's a blockbuster match, but also they played today, so give them more time. I mean, you could have put Rublev Alcaraz on first. I know it's not great for like television and stuff, but you could have put that on first, and then put the women after that. But yeah, it's a tough one because there's so many good matches tomorrow that, yeah, that unfortunately her versus Swiatek is not maybe combined ranking is probably not the best match when you've got, you know, potentially four top 10 clashes and she's the one that's not in the top 10. I mean, the top 10 players are will get the best times because they're the most interesting matchups. So yeah. So I get where she's coming from, but also like that's just rough. That's just like you're up against like Sabalenka Raducanu, you're up against Gauff Paolini, like those matchups are ridiculous. So they're going to get not special treatment, but they're going to get priority because those matches are way more high profile on both sides. And then you got to like compete with Alcaraz, Rublev, Shelton, Zverev possibly too. It's rough. It's a rough one. The schedule kind of stinks. But I guess the difference is that she gets a day off, whereas Gauff and Paolini played today, so they don't get a day off. But they also didn't go to bed at 4 a.m. So it kind of shit. It is. It's a tough to figure it out. It's not because she's from Russia, by the way. What a silly thing to say. It's not because she's from Russia. Because Rublev is playing at night. Raducanu, who was born in Russia, is playing during the day. You gotta stop trying to make things political, please. There's enough bullshit in the world. We don't need to make tennis political as well. We don't need to grasp at straws and try and link politics to tennis again and again and again. Yes, there is tennis and politics, but we don't need to do it for this. Don't stop doing that. You specifically stop doing that because you do it a lot. JSB, you try and connect those things and we don't want to hear those things because they're not related. In this case, it's got nothing to do with that. Yeah, I hope they were joking too, yeah. Maybe that was a joke. Were you joking, right? You were kidding. That was a joke, right? You're making a joke, right? A bad joke, but a joke. Right? Yeah, it was a joke, right? Good. Anyways, who's winning this one, chat? I'm going to go with Shelton because I want Shelton to win. I am totally biased. 15 love. I want Shelton versus Zverev. That's why I want Shelton to win. Really, Deb? Okay. Thanks for... we'll keep an eye on that. It goes out by Shelton on the return, 30 love. Apparently, Shelton was really tired in the last match. You guys were telling me that Shelton looked tired So we'll see how he looks today. He's played a lot of tennis last couple of weeks. As a return from Shelton goes back to Lehecka. Drop shot. He's very nice. Shelton gets it, but Lehecka puts it away. 40 love. We get a fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand Shelton, who slaps it wide. One love Lehecka. If Alcaraz beats Rublev, he'll take on either the winner of this match or Zverev in the semis. All right. First game to Lehecka. All right. This could be a long one. Yeah. And that's fine. This has epic potential. By the way, chat, I looked outside when I was feeding Mia this morning. I looked outside and the sky was pink and orange. Crazy. Like I tell you, I was thinking about this the other day. This time zone's really rough, right, for me, and like sleeping at like 5 p.m. is really weird for me, and waking up at midnight is never normal. But the best part about the US Open Series is that I get to see the sunrise every day, or at least I get to be up at the sunrise. It's so nice, like winter sunrise. It's crazy. Anyway, Shelton with a slice, win across court, too good. Shelton's already got the crowd going crazy. 15 love. He knows how to play this crowd. They're all for him already, but he's like, I'm going to get them going crazy, so Lehecka's got to deal with that. Nice work, Shelton. But yeah, the sunrise today, crazy. I'll show you. It was ridiculous. Apparently it's going to rain today. That's why the sunrise was crazy. Check this out, chat. Ready? Look at that. Look at that. I mean, it doesn't even show up. The colors were so vibrant and bright. The whole sky was pink and purple and red, and whatever color, orange. The whole the ground was crazy. Crazy times. 15 hole. Oh yeah, it was awesome. As the return goes out from Lehecka, 30-15. Just a crazy. We have maybe 2 of those a year, and that was one of them. All right, Shelton puts away the winner, 40-15. All right. Shelton serves down the tee. Return goes into the front of Shelton. Lehecka backhand. As with a 4-hand winner from Shelton, 1-1. One game all. I'm not really a fan of tennis players who give off rapper vibes. Cool. Please don't watch Shelton or whoever you're referring to. If you're referring to Shelton, please don't watch his matches and annoy us because we want to watch and enjoy this. So please don't do that. If you don't want to watch a certain player, please don't come to the streams and watch that player. We don't want those. We don't need those vibes. Just watch the players you like and it'll be more fun for everybody. Please. Thank you. All right. Love 30. Chance for Shelton to get some break points. By the way, why is everyone wearing like fluoro green? Like, did everyone get like a free towel or something at the match day? I'm not really a fan of tennis players who give off rapper vibes. Yeah, you literally just said that. I think you just said that unless I just like predicted the future. And 15:30. 14-13, Deb. 14-13. Definitely a theme today. 15:30. A bit of fault second serve. As a return now from Shelton. Goes in the backhand of Lehecka on the stretch. Shelton with a half volley pick up in the net. Ooh, that would have been amazing. 30-all. Thought there was a glitch in the matrix for a second. Yeah, me too. All right, 30-all. All right, serve again. As we have a forehand from Lehecka to the backhand of Shelton. Lehecka forehand. Again to the backhand of Shelton. So Lehecka with the backhand again. The slice of Shelton. Into the backhand of Lehecka. Shelton backhand on the stretch. Lehecka volley. Easy winner. 40-30. Pink sunrise in winter is a common and beautiful sight, often caused by the way the sun interacts with the atmosphere and the presence of snow. Yeah. Yeah, well, the weather today is supposed to it's supposed to rain today, so. Enough with that rapper nonsense. Yeah, but who are you referring to? Were you talking about a player in particular or just saying in general, like, I don't like tennis players who resemble rappers? It's like, well, are you talking about, like, who? Why not just, who are you referring to? Lehecka? 2-1? Like, who are you talking about? Doesn't make sense. All right. Shout out Debs. All right. What's wrong with rappers? I don't know. Ask that guy. Okay. 2-1. In the first set. Oh, LA, that's sorry to hear that. That sucks. Hopefully we can take your mind off things for a couple of hours. All right. Two-one Lehecka. Two-one. By the way, we're almost at 100 likes. Appreciate that. Also, don't forget to sub if you haven't already. We've got so much stuff left to do this week. And then, of course, the US Open is this big one. That will be happening in a week. As Shelton hits a winner, 15 love. Tomorrow I can sleep at a normal time here. The WTA matches at 12 a.m. And Paolini versus Gauff is at 6 a.m. Yes. Shelton hits another good smash. And the crowd gets excited over that one. 30 love. 30 love. 30 love. Shelton serves a fault. Second serve. Shelton hits a backhand open court winner. 40 love. As the return goes to the net, it's 2-0. Cam, are you off enough rest? Bro, I've been living off 4 hours sleep for the whole week. When was the last time Matteo played? Yeah, Berrettini put out the US Open. I'm not sure when. He played at Wimbledon, didn't he? Didn't he? Pretty sure. So funny. So weird. By the way, if you don't like rappers, why does that even matter today? What are we doing? Cool. Good for you. And that has nothing to do with today, so everything's fine. You know what I don't like? I don't like cauliflower. Cauliflower should be banned from the diet of tennis players. But you don't see me like talking about it. It doesn't make any. It's irrelevant. You know what I mean? It's irrelevant. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't matter. Who cares? 30 love. See, it's silly. 40 love. Yeah, look, Nicholas doesn't like frogs, but then again, it doesn't matter. There's no frogs here, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. Who cares? All right, 40 love. As we're going to find now into the final Lehecka. Lehecka in the net. 40-15. $40-15. As we get a fault second serve. Chad, I don't care what you say. Cauliflower is gross. All right? I'm not a fan. It's gross, yucky, and I don't like it. All right. 40-30. Shelton chipping away at this in this game. Do you like Brussels sprouts? Hell no. Hell no. Ah, 40-30. Now Shelton tries to get deuce. I like broccoli. Broccoli's all right. As we serve now, the forehand of Shelton. Return goes in the forehand of Lehecka. Shelton gets the point. Lehecka's in trouble now. Deuce. Shelton putting on the pressure. Deuce. "16 minutes into this one. Winner plays Zverev tomorrow in the quarterfinals." We've got a fault second serve. As that goes out by Shelton on the return. Advantage Lehecka. These guys seem to be playing quickly compared to Sinner FAA earlier. Not sure why. Well, not on the first. Sinner's first set, it was over in 20 minutes. But the second set, yeah. Like, Sinner was already 5-love up at this point in the first set of their match. But you're right. The second set of the Sinner FAA match definitely went a lot longer and felt like it was going a little slow. We get back to deuce. We get back to deuce. I'm going to serve again. The forehand of Shelton. Return goes in the forehand of Lehecka. Shelton forehand. Again, the forehand of Lehecka who shanks it out. Shelton's got a break point. Advantage Shelton. Advantage Shelton. Break point. I like both Shelton and Lehecka. They're serving well, unlike FAA, who had a ton of double faults. Missed the first serves as well. Yeah. Good serving there from Lehecka. Back to deuce. Oh, you meant how they're moving? Yeah, yeah. They're definitely playing, like, not playing, like, slowly. They're they're very quick between points. They're very, yeah, you're right. All right. Deuce. As the return goes into the forehand of Lehecka. Lehecka gets it long. Advantage Shelton. To take the break in this first set. Your commentator makes this match feel intense. Good. Means I'm doing my job. Finally. It is intense though. Second serve. Into the back end of Shelton. Return goes in the forehand of Lehecka. Drop shot's good. Shelton gets it. Lehecka volley. Goes past Shelton. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. All right, back to deuce. We get a fault second serve. As the return goes in the backhand of Lehecka. Slice from Shelton. Into the forehand of Lehecka. Shelton again to the forehand of Lehecka. Forehand of Shelton on the stretch. Lehecka hits it back to the forehand of Shelton. Shelton hits it in net though, and it's back advantage Lehecka again. Advantage Lehecka. All right, serve. The return goes out by Shelton. Lehecka holds. Lehecka holds. All right. Okay. All right. Thanks, Deb. All right. What do you think the best three US Open final matchups we could hope for are? That is a great question. Chat, I'm going to throw it to you. What men's finals, top 3 men's finals we could get at the US Open? I think it's kind of obvious. Maybe. So maybe we need to make it 5. Because I think there's 3 real obvious ones. But what about the top 5? Let's try and get 5. Because obviously Sinner Alcaraz, Sinner Djokovic, Alcaraz Djokovic, right? They're the 3 big ones, right? I think any of those finals would be awesome. Draper Sinner. Okay. What else? Who else? Shelton Tiafoe final. Okay. That'd be great for American tennis, for sure. Shelton Sinner. Okay. Rune Sinner. Alcaraz Rune. Shelton Sinner. Zverev Djokovic. Okay. What about like Zverev Fritz? I mean, someone's winning a slam for the first time. 2 guys from the same generation. I mean, you know, maybe that could be. And obviously, we know the rivalry, how interesting that rivalry is. Fritz Sinner. Okay, well, we saw that last year, but yeah, okay, fair enough. What about Fritz Alcaraz? That was pretty good at Wimbledon. All right, 3-2. Sabalenka Sinner. All right. Well, look, we had about 30 seconds there where we actually were giving good answers, so that was good. Love 15. Love 15. Djokovic versus Alcaraz. Djokovic wins his Grand Slam before retirement. Okay. I love 15. The return goes to the forehand of Shelton. Backhand Lehecka. Into the backhand of Shelton. The forehand of Lehecka. There's Shelton forehand in the net. And it's love 30. Chance for Lehecka to get a break point here. Love 30. Love 30. Unless Nole needs to tell Zverev the same thing too. Wait, what? Hope Zverev takes Federer and Rafa advice. Oh, okay. Shelton hits a winner, 15-30. $15-30. Shelton serves again. Into the back end of Lehecka. Return goes long. 30 all. 30 all. Shelton serves again. Into the forehand of Lehecka. Return goes out. 40-30. Lovely serving by Shelton to keep things interesting. This match will keep you busy. Oh, yeah. That's why I'm excited to watch it. It's a fun matchup. 2 very fun players to watch. 40-30. Shelton serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. As the return goes in the net by Shelton, and it's deuce. It was a good serve, but Lehecka's return was better. Shelton didn't even get a racket to it. I missed it. I thought Shelton hit in the net. No, he didn't even get a racket to it. Beautiful passing shot. Serve and volley by Shelton. Unsuccessful. Why are you not streaming Runa? You have to sit here and pray at least. I've got to go to the doctors for my finger, so I can't watch it. It's at the time when I'm going to be getting fixed for repairs. I got maintenance to do today. I got maintenance. I got to go in the shop. All right, I got to go to the shop and I got to go in the shop for some repairs. All right. Advantage Shelton. To level this first set. All right, advantage Shelton. As the return goes in the net by Lehecka. And it's 3-0. 3-0. Yeah, I need a medical timeout today. Yeah, I can't play. I got a medical timeout. Yeah, Eala is in the main draw of the US Open, yes. Going to the thrift shop today, Camp DVDs. I've been on a CD kick lately, trying to find CDs. I might go to the thrift today. I'll just have to see how my schedule allows it. But I might go to the thrift. If it's raining, I'm not going to go outside if it's raining, though. But I might go to... I got the doctors, and then while I'm out, I might go for a treasure hunt. All right, 3-0. There's Lehecka with a fault second serve. Then again, I've got projects that I want to work on today, so I might do that instead. Double half fault. Oh, no, it wasn't. Sorry, Shelton hit it out in the return. Couldn't see him. He was so far off the screen. 15 love. Led on the first serve. Ah, 30 love, good serving Lehecka. 30 love. As a return goes in the net again from Shelton, 40 love. $40 lovers with a fault second serve. There's a double fault. 40-15. 40-15. And the return goes out by Shelton. It's 4-3. Lehecka stays in front. All right. Also, might get a burrito today. I'm feeling like a burrito. And if I wasn't streaming at midnight, I'd go for two burritos. But, you never know. Don't want to risk it. All right. Nole not beating both Sinner and Alcaraz in a major. Okay. Shelton hasn't had an ace yet. I hope he's not too tired. Yeah, we'll see. We will see how he'll get. I mean, Lehecka's got a great return too, so. All right. Here we go. 2 burritos is crazy. Hey, Ozzy Osbourne ate 2 burritos a day. If it's good enough for Ozzy, it's good enough for... Well, maybe not. But also, I'm hungry. I'm going to get 1 burrito. Let's go find out where to get one from. I still haven't found a good burrito. I haven't got a go-to burrito place. I need to find one. I need a go-to burrito. We don't have all the burrito places like they do in America. What did Fritz lose yesterday? Break down the game. I didn't watch it, but he lost in 3. Now, we don't have Chipotle. That's why I have to find something that's just as good. Do you ever have fish and chips? I had fish and battered chips recently for the first time. Not sure that the battered chips did for my cholesterol levels. I don't have fish and chips. Well, I do. I can get it, but I don't eat it. Like, I don't go out and get fish and chips. I'm more into like sushi or like Mexican food or Indian food. That's my sort of thing. Or pizza. Just good old-fashioned pizza. Anyway, steady love. Great choices. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. 30 love. As Lehecka return in the back end slice of Shelton. Shelton hits a long 30-15. Fantastic choices, Camps. There we go. Yeah, we agree. We all agree. Thank God it's Friday Eve. Yeah. All right, 40-15. Shelton with an ace. Who is favoured? I would say Shelton would be the favourite in this one. 40-15. First serve is a fault. Second serve. As a return goes into the corner, Shelton. Shelton in the net. 40-30. $40-30. By the way, Davis Cup information just came out. Let me check. All right. Four games all. Four games all. As Lehecka serves again. So now Davis Cup teams have come out. So let me check. So we've got Demonor, Popper, and Thompson Ebden. So that's why none of them are playing Laver Cup. Because they're all in Australia playing Belgium. And then also you got Fritz, Shelton, Tiafoe, Paul versus Czechia, which is Menchik, Mahach, Lehecka. Bob Bryan versus Thomas Burdick as the captains. That's a crazy lineup. That's a crazy lineup. So these guys could be playing at Davis Cup in a couple of weeks in Delray Beach. That's a crazy, like USA, Czechia, crazy. That's crazy. Not as crazy as Denmark. Well, Denmark, Spain is not as crazy, but you got Alcaraz, Fokina, Martinez, Granollers, and then Rune for Denmark. So Rune Alcaraz could be a match. But Rune is like, it's Rune, and unfortunately he doesn't have any backup really. But Spain are too deep, so I don't know if that's competitive. But still, like Rune versus Alcaraz could be a thing. France, Croatia is cool as well. Cilic, Chorich, Prismic, Mavic, and Mektic versus Umber, Bonzi, Rindanish, and Herbert. So France-Croatia could be fun too on an indoor clay court. By the way, Spain-Denmark is on a clay court. So Runa versus Alcaraz on clay, Davis Cup clay. That's never happens. So that's gonna be sick. That's real Davis Cup right there. That's the Davis Cup I grew up with. Back in my day, that's my Davis Cup right there. We love that Davis Cup. That's the day Australia hosting Davis Cup. That's what I remember. Anyways, Shelton with a great return. Yeah, Feast isn't playing, which is a shame, but still a good lineup. I mean, France run pretty deep. 30-all. Thought we're done with clay. It's all right. Davis Cup can make a cameo. It's fine. I'm fine with that. I nearly just died on my water. I breathed in my tea. That was brutal. Oh, God. I nearly just drowned in tea. 30-all. It's all right, chat. Everything's fine. As the return goes to the backhand of Lehecka. Into the forehand of Shelton. Lehecka hits it long. Shelton's got a break point. 30. 30-40. I'm all right. Everything's fine. We carry on. Carry on. Oh. Oh. 30-40. I'm fine. 30-40. As Lehecka serves, a fault. Second serve. Everything's fine. Second serve. As we get a return out of the forehand of Lehecka. Backing it from Shelton. Again to the forehand of Lehecka. In the net. Shelton breaks. All right. All right. 5-4. 5-4. Shelton's going to serve the set. Just in time. That's it. Oh, God. Now I got the hiccup. Oh, God. It's midnight in South Africa, and now you've made me hungry too. Sorry. My bad. All right. Here we go. Back to Shelton. Let's see if we can finish the set and close this out. It's been a super competitive set. Shelton doesn't look tired, though. That's a good sign. He looks fresh. That voice thing, he doesn't work very well. Said Kim instead of Cam. Wait, what thing? Who do you think is the best Czech player out of Lehecka, Mahac, and Menchik? It's got to be Menchik, right? He's the youngest, but he's also done the most already. So it's got to be Menchik. I think Lehecka's probably the most all-round. Whereas we haven't seen quite yet how Menchik can deal with... Is his serve going to be such a weapon that it gets him, that's going to help him a lot, whereas Lehecka doesn't have that same weapon. But I feel it's yeah. Menchik is definitely the best right now. And it'll be whether or not he can get consistent with it, But Lehecka's got, Mahatch, I think it's tough for Mahatch because his body breaks down, but also like he does definitely struggle within matches, whereas Lehecka, his mentality is a lot stronger, but then Menchik has both. So he's like physically strong, he's got the big serve, he's tall, and mentally locked in. And he's younger, so he's got more time, so yeah. So I think it's got to be Menchik, but I think Lehecka's going to do some stuff as well. Like he was the best Czech player probably at the start of the year. As the return goes in the volley of Shelton, 30 love. Lehecka passing shot, but Shelton volleys it away. 40. There's a serve volley, chat. We were talking about that the other day. Bring back the serve volley. Shelton's bringing it back. Love that. That was a solid backhand volley winner as well. All right, 40 love. 3-set points. Ben Shelton. Serve. The return goes in the net. Shelton. 6-4. He's fired up. He wants Zverev. Get this man, Alexander Zverev, tomorrow. He wants that smoke. Get him here. Where is Zverev? Get him out of bed. 6-4. He wants the smoke, chat. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. You better be there. No sleeping. It's Friday. Zverev Shelton. That's what we want. That's what he wants. He wants that smoke. You bring me Zverev. Bring me Zverev. Anyways, 11-7 winners and errors for Shelton. 9 winners and 13 errors from Lehecka. Pretty even set. Lehecka's forehand, though, breaking down. 8 errors. 8 errors on the forehand. That let him down, but yeah. Competitive set. We love that. I heard yelling and ran back to my phone. Well, where'd you go? Why'd you leave? You shouldn't have even been away. What are you doing? What are you doing? Shelton is such an improved player. Shelton versus Zverev is an excellent match. Oh, yeah. I love that match. Have they ever played, though? Have they played? Or is it a first time? First time meeting? They played 3 times. Holy, where, I'm sorry, where was I? Hello? Was I on holiday? They played 3 times, twice this year. Oh, yeah, they played in Munich. They played in the Munich final. They actually did play here last year, and it was a 3-setter to Zverev. So that's the most, I guess, relevant match. But they played on clay, grass, and hard courts, and Zverev won all 3. Yeah, okay. Now I remember. Chad, it's been a long year and a long life, all right? Anyways. It's exciting, though. It's exciting. All right, let's see if we can keep this going. As we just serve from Lehecka. It's a fault. Second serve. All right, see you later, Joanne. As the return goes into the forehand of Lehecka. Forehand now from Shelton to the forehand of Lehecka. Shelton the backhand. Into the forehand of Lehecka. Shelton backhand again. Lehecka goes down the line. Oh, it goes long. Love 15. Love 15. As Lehecka serves again. We're going to let. Serve again. Love 15. As Shelton returns into the backhand of Lehecka. Backhand from Shelton, passing shot in the net. 15-0. 15-0. Shelton will be one of the new big four. You reckon? 15 all. Chad, does Shelton win a Grand Slam eventually? Let me know. What do you reckon? Shelton win a slam, yes or no? And if yes, which one? Shelton is a return winner. 15:30. So if you say yes, tell me which one. At some point he'll win the US Open. Likely the US Open. Yes, he'll win the US Open. Yes, US Open. Okay, everyone's saying US Open if yes. A couple of people say no, he won't win a slam. God, okay, so is he the savior? He's the chosen one. Is he the one to be the first since Andy Roddick? Is he it? Is he him? Is he him? AO or US? Yeah. I could see... I'm just trying to... Roland Garros, probably not, right? So let's say not the French Open. But definitely the other three. I guess the question is eventually, like, you got to go through Sinner probably to get those ones, though. So it's hard. Like, Australia's going to be tough because Sinner's going to come into that fresh. And unless Shelton finds a way to beat Sinner on hard courts, then it's going to be hard to beat Sinner in Australia because we've seen the last 2 years how crazy he's been, right? But in the US, maybe I'll go with the US as well. Shelton in the net with a slice, 30-40. Because by that time, everyone's a bit tired. And remember, this year's different because Sinner had a 3-month break. So he will be a little fresher this year as well. But then next year, with a full season, once we get to New York, how's Sinner going to feel? We don't know. Because maybe there's an opportunity. Or maybe Shelton does something that maybe he learns something that we didn't know, a tactic to beat Sinner. We don't know. Maybe someone figures out how to get Sinner and then that becomes a thing that people use. Like when everyone figured out how to serve volley against Medvedev, that was a tactic to use. It wasn't a guarantee, but people figured that out, right? Anyway, Shelton in the net back advantage, Lehecka. Advantage Lehecka. Doesn't seem Wimby guy, but that serve game, and he's not injury prone at all. Yeah, Wimbledon's an interesting one because you would think that Shelton's got the game to win Wimbledon, but also Alcaraz and Sinner. Those guys. Right now, those are the two guys that have won. They own Wimbledon, right? So how does Shelton beat both of them? Whereas at the US Open, Alcaraz has had he's had his moments. He's not unbeatable there. And Australia and France, I think, yeah. So yeah, I agree. If he's gonna win one slam, we're just saying that his first slam is probably going to be at home because it's the best opportunity for everybody to win a slam is in New York. It's always the best chance. And he's made the semis twice, right? Or he's made the semis twice? No. He's made 2 semifinals. He made the semifinals 2 years ago. He made 2 Australian semifinals, right? Chad, I'm a Ben Shelton fan. Believe me, I know. Look, if anybody knows anything about Ben Shelton, it's me. I'm the guy. I'm the number one fan. He's only made 2 semifinals. I knew that already. And a quarterfinal of Wimbledon this year, and the 4th round of the French, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, last year he lost to Tiafoe in the 3rd round. And in 2023, he came up against Djokovic, who in 2023 ruled the world. So let's see Shelton take on somebody else at the US Open this year. First of all, let's see him play Zverev tomorrow, and let's see what that looks like. Because if he beats Zverev tomorrow, he's already beaten Fritz. That puts him at least in with them when we go into New York, I think. Everyone's still behind Sinner and Alcaraz, but if he beats Zverev, I think you got to put Shelton, Zverev, and Fritz all in the same category tomorrow for the US. 15:30, great drop volley there from Lehecka. He's got to beat Lehecka first, by the way. His match is not over. Here I am saying that Lehecka is on a plane to the next place. He's got to win this too, though. Shelton, obviously. If he loses today, everything I've just said, irrelevant. Just pretend I didn't even say it. Don't even talk about it. Don't even mention it. Please never mention it again. I would not want to hear it. 15:30. There's a bit of let. We're going to serve again. Going to fault second serve. First serve is a fault. $15.40. All right, here we go. Here we go. Chance for Lehecka to break. We're going to fault second serve. As the return goes in the front of Shelton. Shelton hits it wide. All right. Lehecka breaks. 2-love. All right. 2-love. All right. US Open contenders are in 3 different brackets. Sinner, Alcaraz, Draper, Djokovic, Shelton, Fritz, Zverev, etc. I don't know if Draper right now is in that category. Not right now. He was 2 months ago. Going into Wimbledon, Draper was in that conversation. But with Draper's injuries, I wouldn't put him there now. Right now. Again, I would elevate Fritz and Zverev, Djokovic, Shelton all in the same bracket, I think. Djokovic, the obviously, it's almost like Sinner, Alcaraz, Djokovic, and then the rest. I wouldn't put. Draper just hasn't played lately, so it's hard to pick him. We haven't seen him, and when we have seen him, at Wimbledon, he struggled. I've lost confidence in Draper's fitness right now. Djokovic is Djokovic, so you can't really leave him out. But Shelton, Fritz, and Zverev, I put them level. I got to put them level. Draper might be just behind them though, because he's going in with no matches. All right, 15:30. Shelton a chance to get the break back. 15:30. Serve again. Here's a fault. Second serve. As the return goes in the final Lehecka. Shot with the backhand. Into the drop shot. Lehecka goes in the net. 15:40. All right, 15:40. If Draper's fit, he's extremely dangerous. Oh yeah, if Draper is fit, even if he goes to the US Open with no matches, if he's healthy, he's a threat. There's no you can't. But we just don't know, do we? We don't know if he's not playing because he's trying to recover from injury, or if he's totally healthy and he doesn't want to risk it. We're not sure why Draper's not playing. We don't know if he's totally fine or if he's badly injured. We will only find out when he plays his first round. Forehand now to the back, to the forehand of Shelton. Backhand now from Lehecka. Shelton with the forehand again to the forehand of Lehecka. Lehecka gets it wide. Shelton breaks. We're back on serve. 2-1. 2-1. Looks like Ben Shelton's only shot at a trophy is a wooden medal. Go away. Bro. We're trying to have fun. He said that his arm injury since Wimbledon, but I think it's better now from the last I heard of Draper. Okay. Well, hopefully it's okay, because if Draper's going in healthy, then things are interesting. You know, then he is a threat for sure. Shelton's only shot at a trophy, maybe a coupon for a free hot dog. Yeah. This isn't an open mic night. That's on Mondays. So you come back on Monday for the open mic night. Shelton won't let this go. He's in a major self-belief. Oh yeah, he is like confidence through the roof at the moment. He can beat anybody. Bring him Zverev, I say. All right. Here we go. We're back on serve. All right. Here we go. I just want some more Alcaraz Shelton matches. Yeah, I want that too. I want that as well. I think Cincinnati's a great success if we get all those matches that I mentioned earlier. If Runa wins tonight, Sinner Runa. I think if Shelton wins, we get Zverev Shelton. That's a great match. Rublev Alcaraz, a great match. If we get, we've already got Paolini versus Gauff, great match. Sabalenka Raducanu, great match. Swiatek wins, plays the winner of that. That's great. Like, yeah, like we have so many good matches. Like, if Shelton wins and Runa wins today, it's going to be great. Like, that's going to be the best. Like, such a great weekend. We're gonna have a great weekend, chat. It's going to be. There's only probably like one or two matches, depending on who wins as well. But there's only like one or two matches that maybe are not as interesting. But the rest are like super interesting and super relevant too, because we're talking like Swiatek, Sabalenka, Raducanu, Gauff, Paolini, right? All, and even Kalinskaya, because she's very dangerous, all super dangerous and could win the US Open, right? A lot of the favorites there. And then on the men's side, we've got Sinner, Alcaraz, Zverev, Runa, Shelton, Fritz, and Djokovic, who's not here, are the only ones that are missing. So it's like, again, and Rublev, I mean, super relevant, you know, for what we'll be able to actually figure out who is the favorite and who is the second favorite and the third favorite. We'll be able to rank them all much better, because they're all going to hopefully play each other, and then we can go, well, this guy beat this guy, so he's better than him. Like, we're going to hopefully find that out. I love it, chat. I'm so excited. It'll be the best lineup since Wimbledon. All right, 30-15. As the return goes out by Lehecka, 40-15. Cam's hyped. Oh, yeah. I'm so hyped. I'm ready. It's going to be a great weekend. Hopefully.
Cam, who are your top 5 favourite stand-up comics?
I don't know. Thank you for the $12. I don't really listen to stand-up comedy that much. But thank you for the donation. As we just serve into the backhand of Lehecka. That goes in there. 2-2. 2-all. I think Ricky Gervais was like, he's funny. Especially like his early stuff. Like, is very funny. Just trying to think. I haven't really listened to stand-up comedy lately. It's not really... Yeah, Bill Burr's hilarious. Yeah, true. Bill Burr. But again, I haven't... Like, yeah, I just don't... Yeah. Michael McIntyre's hilarious. Oh, he is funny. That's true. He is funny. One key. Anyways, 2-2. Yeah, that's a good one too. 2-0. As return goes in the forehand of Lehecka. Forehand now from Shelton. To the forehand of Lehecka. A Shelton forehand. Into the forehand of Lehecka. Again, the forehand of Shelton is Lehecka backhand. Into the slice of Lehecka. Backhand from Shelton cross court. Lehecka gets it on the stretch. Backhand again from Lehecka. And the forehand of Shelton who shanks it long. And it's 15-love. 15-love. Dave Chappelle. Yeah, he's great. Eddie Murphy, for sure. But again, I don't really listen to stand-up comedy. Like I'll see like parts of comedy specials or whatever, but and parts of jokes and stuff, but yeah, I don't really watch comedy, stand-up comedy like things. Like the whole thing. Anyways, 15-love. And we've got a forehand now from Shelton. That goes out, 30-love, and Shelton's racket went flying and bouncing across the court, 30-love. 30-love. Did you end up watching Bones with Snoop Dogg? Great movie. No, I should watch it today though. As we're back in return now to the forehand of Lehecka. Backing out from Shelton to the backhand of Lehecka. Lehecka hits it out, 30-15. 30-15. As we get a fault, second serve. As the return goes in the backhand of Lehecka. Forehand from Shelton in the backhand of Lehecka. Lehecka in the net. 30-all. 30-all. I mean, look, if you want to get like Jim Carrey is a stand-up comedian, right? Well, was, right? He's obviously hilarious. But does that count? Does that count? Jim Carrey? Adam Sandler, do they count? Does anyone, like, are they movie stars? Like, it's hard to, like, do they count? Chris Farley, does he count? As a like that, does that make sense? Does that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they're, like, not known for their stand-up comedy anymore. Robin Williams? Oh, yeah. Like that, but I mean, that's the thing. It's like we don't know them. We don't remember. Like we remember them more for their roles in movies, right? But I mean, that counts, right? They're stand-up comedian, like Eddie Murphy, right? I mean, we said him. 40-30. Lehecka to stay in front. Serving to the forehand of Shelton, backing out from Lehecka. Oh, beautiful winner down the line. And it's 3-2, Lehecka. John Candy, yeah. I got to get some John Candy movies. That's what I'm going to look for today when I'm at the thrift. John Candy movies. I'll look for some. I got Cool Runnings, but I need like Trains, Planes, and Automobiles. I need like some John Candy movies in my collection. I think classics. You know who's really funny? Martin Short. I've been watching Martin Short videos over the last couple of weeks. So funny. Martin Short, so funny. He is so mean, but so friendly and so funny. I'm crying how funny he is at times. He's so funny. When him and Conan O'Brien are like, so funny. When they get together, so funny. Oh, so funny. He's so mean, but it's like in a nice way. Yeah, like Steve Martin's funny. Uncle Buck. I gotta find those kind of movies, right? Gotta look for those movies. All right. 3-2 Lehecka. He is leading. All right, let's see what happens next. So who is the top 5? I don't know. It's just a whole bunch of names. I don't know. You decide. If you like Martin Short, watch Captain Ron. Thank me later. Okay. Yeah, I got to find Martin. Okay, that's what I got to look for today. My mission today at the Thrift is looking for John Candy, Steve Martin, and Bill Murray, Chevy Chase, and Martin Short movies. That's who I'm gonna. That's what I'm looking for today. Those are the movies I'm looking for. Anything starring them from like the 80s and 90s. 15 Love. Yeah, like Caddyshack, Fletch. Anything I see with their face on it, I'm gonna get it. That's the. Were they all on Saturday Night Live at the same time? Or similar times? 30 Love? I've already got Groundhog Day, so I don't need that one. But 30 Love. SNL and Second City, yeah. So like all of that whole generation, those guys, those 70s, 80s kind of comedians, movie comedian, Anyways, that's what I'm looking for today. Bill Murray's great, not a stand-up. Well, that's it. I mean, that's why I chucked him in there, because he's in those, like, in that kind of, like, around that time. Have I watched Only Murders in the Building? No, but that's on my list. I heard that's really funny. 40 Love. As a return goes out by Lehecka for 3-0. All right. Who is your favorite for the title on both sides? Swiatek and Sinner. I've still got Sabalenka and Sinner, but it'll depend on what happens this week. But Sinner for sure. On the women's side, it's going to be between Sabalenka, Swiatek, Gauff, Raducanu. Like one of them. It depends on how this week goes, though. Whoever does better this week, I'll probably pick. Out of those 4. There's a backhand lob. And the smash goes in from Lehecka. Up goes a lob by Shelton again, but it's out. Raducanu, I'll pick Raducanu if she goes on and beats those players I just mentioned. But, if Raducanu only beats Sabalenka and then doesn't play the others, then I'll have to make a choice. But yeah, it's still up for debate for me. I still don't know who to pick. Because last week they didn't do great. Sabalenka didn't play, and then this week they're still all playing, right? No, 15 Love. As a return goes in from Shelton into the forehand of Lehecka. Shelton with a drop shot. It's no good. Lehecka gets it. Shelton puts up a lob. Lehecka puts away the smash. 30 Love. All right, serve again. Yeah, John Cleese is funny. For sure. I mean, all those Monty Python guys, those are classics, right? 30 Love. As the return goes in the net from Shelton. 40 Love. That's also on my list. I've got to find Monty Python movies. They're on my list too. $40 Love. As we default, second serve. Lehecka, second serve ace. Down the tee. All right. He stays in front. 4-3. 4-3. All right. Conan and Martin Short for sure. Yeah. Conan O'Brien is so funny. He is so funny. He is the best late night host, right? I mean, that I've watched. And I'm basing it off like not much, but he is the best. The funniest. His like bits that he does like behind the scenes, like so funny. So funny. And he's got a podcast, so funny. Letterman's better. Well, okay. I like Letterman, but I'm Conan. Conan's funnier. Super witty. Exactly, yeah. But he also like really like he makes fun of himself so much. That's what's so funny too. Like he doesn't just make fun of everybody, he makes fun of himself. But then he makes fun of everybody else as well, you know. Graham Norton's good. I like him too, it's good. By the way, they're playing Backstreet Boys at the stadium. Classic. Okay. Jimmy Fallon can be funny sometimes, but he tries too hard. Yeah, I like Jimmy Fallon before he went on like the main big show, when he was on like the late whatever. You know who's funny? Another good Craig Ferguson. Easy. Craig Ferguson also hilarious. He was great too. 15 love. Shelton serves an ace. As he serves again. Remember the 4 Lehecka in the net. 30 love. Cam knows. Ferguson is a genius. No one knew. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So funny. Apparently he was on like a 90s sitcom or something. And then he was already a comedian, but then he like became a host. And like, his story is fascinating. All right, 30-15. Drew Carey show, was it? Yeah. He was on that. He was like a not a main cast, I don't think, but he was like, yeah, he was on Drew Carey show apparently. Is he Scottish? I think he's Scottish, right? Oh, hang on, wait. I think he is, right? He's definitely from Europe. Yeah, Scottish. Yeah, gotta be careful. He's great. He also has a podcast, I think, as well. It's pretty funny. More insightful than funny, I think, but still good. All right, 4-0. Shelton with an ace. Never seen quicker wit than Ferguson. Yeah, he's definitely got more. Like, he is very sharp. But also like unfiltered. So he'll be like, he'll say it. Like he doesn't think before he just says it. All right, 4-4. Like Craig Ferguson, like one of the funniest interviews for sure. And but then Conan's one of the funniest, like the bits that he would do. So funny. Is it going to be the same score as what we saw in Stuttgart? Love 15. Love 15. As we serve again from Lehecka. Into the forehand of Shelton. Lehecka with a forehand on the stretch. Goes to the net. Shelton love 30. Love 30. Love 30. As we default second serve. Double fault. Love 40. Shelton to take the break. Serve for the match. Get to play Zverev tomorrow. Let's go. Love 40. As we get a return from Shelton. Goes in. Lehecka with a smash from the baseline. Shelton gets it back, but hits it out. 15-40. 15-40. Lehecka serves again. Bring out Zverev now. Why wait? Yeah, where the hell is Zverev? He should be here right now. Shelton's ready to play. Let's have it. Straight away. Get Zverev. As soon as this fit is over, wheels Zverev out. Come on. What the hell? His backhand return goes back to Lehecka. Lehecka in there. There's the break. I don't know what it is. Is this becoming a problem? It is a problem for Lehecka against Shelton. 4-all break. Shelton served for it. 2 sets in a row now. All right. All right, 5-4. Shelton will serve to play Zverev in the quarterfinals tomorrow. And we love that. Well, I love that. Maybe you don't, but I do. I do. I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. All right. I'm so hyped to see Zverev tomorrow. Hey, we will be watching him. Who you got for the Open this year? Sinner. Jannik Sinner. And you'd be a fool not to pick him unless he loses this week. This is why tennis is the hardest sport in my opinion. Oh, yeah. I tell you though, Shelton does not look tired at all. I think some of us were saying, we'll see how he looks physically. He looks fine. He is totally fine. I would like to watch the matchup. Which one? Ben is a beast? Oh, yeah. Ben is a beast. We love that. Okay. 5-4. Shelton serves an ace. 15 love. 15 love. As we serve. Another ace. 30 love. 30 love. Shelton serves again. An ace out wide. Chat. This is a bully move. Can he finish with 4 aces? Match point. He serves. The racket gets the ball back this time. As Shelton forehand to the back of the Lehecka. Into the forehand of Shelton who hits it in the net. Oh. It still could be 4 aces. 40-15. 40-15. And then he serves a fold out wide. Oof. Ooh. All right, serve again. Serving to the forehand of the Lehecka. Return goes wide. Shelton's Zverev. It's going to happen. Ha ha. Also, I think Ben Shelton might be close to being number 5 in the world. So if Shelton beats Zverev, I think he's number 5. We'll talk about it tomorrow, but Shelton versus Zverev. Yes. Now we just need Rune to win, and we're going to have a great time for the rest of this tournament. It's going to be a great tournament. It's going to end with a bang. Shelton Zverev, winner plays either Alcaraz or Rublev. That is fire. No matter what the matchup. Rublev Shelton is fire. Zverev Alcaraz is fire. Any other combination is fire. Guaranteed one semi-final will be epic. The other one depends on Rune. All right, GG's. And then the final, chat, Cincinnati is delivering in the second half. Thank God, because it's a very slow start. As these 1000s, it was getting a little sketchy too, because all the big names were losing to the qualies. So, Rune wins, Cincinnati is saved. And it'll be an all-time finale for sure. Man, how do you finish that game? Just 3 aces? 3 aces to finish, and then an unreturnable? Come on now. So good. All right, see you later, DJ. That'll be fireworks in the semis? Oh, yeah. That's it. Saturday semis. Hopefully we get all those matches I mentioned. Ben versus Zverev could be a rematch of last year's Cincinnati. Yeah, and that was fire. And Shelton's playing so well right now. So different to 12 months ago. Even though Shelton wasn't playing bad last year, it's like this Shelton's different now. Yeah, totally different Shelton now. Awesome. Hopefully he's not tired, but this match was pretty quick, so I think he'll be ready. He's improved massively, especially in the last 6 months. Oh, yeah. You think Shelton will become the best American when I mean over Fritz? Well, Fritz has got a lot of points to defend in New York, so I think after the US Open, yeah, Shelton could be the best American on the men's side for sure. Because Fritz might lose points, so... That's why we love Shelton. He's so fun. It's going to be so fun. Ben has gotten so much better for real. Oh, yeah. Ben is trying to develop the no-fear mentality to take dead center Alcaraz. Well, that's what you need, right? We know Rune's got that. We've seen Rune with that, right? Shelton's going to try and be that as well. Shelton's got that, though. He's not intimidated. I mean, remember before... I know the Djokovic match went one way, but before the Djokovic match, I mean, the reason why Djokovic fans were getting so pissed off at Shelton wasn't because he hung up the phone. It was because of what he said in the press conference before. He was like, this guy is just a guy. You know? I'm paraphrasing, but he was just saying, like, yeah, Djokovic is just a guy. You know, so even before playing the greatest player of all time in 2023, when Djokovic was king, Shelton was not afraid then. So if you're not afraid of that guy then who are you going to be afraid of? Now Shelton's like, I played Djokovic in a Grand Slam semi-final and he didn't scare me, so I can play the rest of you. Like, I don't think Shelton doesn't get intimidated. And it's so fun to watch. Shelton definitely has the highest potential out of the Americans right now. That serve is so hard to deal with. Oh, yeah. Shelton Djokovic rematch will be spicy. Oh, yeah. I mean, if Shelton... I don't know. I don't think Shelton can't be number 4 unless somebody withdraws. But if Shelton was number 4 and Djokovic was number 6 and they met in the quarterfinals, that would be perfect. I don't think they can meet until the semis at the earliest because of being ranked between 5 and 8. They can't meet until the semis. So it means that either Alcaraz or Sinner lost, right? Because one of them has to get through Sinner and Alcaraz to get to that matchup. So It might not happen in New York unless we have like some crazy stuff happen. But hopefully we get Shelton versus Djokovic sometime this year. Like hopefully we get it. Hopefully Djokovic commits to the Asian swing and we get to see that. And we see him in the indoors. Remember, Djokovic didn't play after Shanghai last year. So hopefully he does play Shanghai and we get him maybe Shanghai or Beijing. We get them play. Love to see it. Shelton versus Draper, who would win? Ooh, that's a good matchup too. That we kind of need that, don't we? Like right now, they're sort of start of the year. Draper was he was the man, and now Shelton's since Draper's kind of because it's a battle of the lefties too. So who's the best lefty, right? It's between them. So Draper started the year off great, got to Roland Garros, and then has been injured, and then Shelton kind of picked up at Roland Garros and has been great ever since then. So they sort of like kind of crossed over at Roland Garros, So now we need to see them, play, and maybe it's at the ATP Finals. That might be where we get them play, get them playing in the group stage of the ATP Finals because they both could qualify. Right? They're both playing so well. Maybe that's where we see them on the indoor courts. That'd be kind of sick, to be honest. I think that'd be, and they're both the battle of the lefties. Who's the best lefty? It's up for debate now. After what Shelton did last week, so much fun, chat. So much fun still left to go, even though we've only got one more slam. So many fun things left. Shelton showing more maturity. He's definitely not as wild as he maybe was 12 months, 2 years ago. Definitely, he's still aggressive and he's still intense. Still got all that intensity, but he doesn't have that. He's not sort of reckless and wild as much as that. Laver Cup's coming up. But is Draper in the Laver Cup though? If he is, then let's see it. Let's see them play there. That would be intense. Laver Cup, Draper, Shelton, day one. Okay. I'd yes, please. Maybe Novak will come at least to defend his Shanghai points. Yeah, true. Yeah, Laver Cup this year is going to be so hyped too. I mean, I'm excited for that. I love Laver Cup. Fonseca playing, I mean, hell yeah. They know, Laver Cup knows what's up. You get Fonseca in the lineup when he's like, he's only just getting started. That's interesting to do that. I think that's maybe they get Tien. I know it's like Team America at that point, but why not get Tien as well? Tien, Mickelson, I mean, there's a lot of Americans, so it's like you got something to choose from. What's next tonight? That's it for tonight because I've got to go to the doctor, so we can't watch Runa. But tomorrow we are watching so much. There is so much going on tomorrow. By the way, Six King Slam, if Draper does withdraw, because he might, depending on how he feels, if he's healthy, he'll play. But I mean, Shelton getting into Six King Slam, I mean, that's not a bad replacement. Like Shelton being like stepping in as the replacement. If Draper has to withdraw, it's a long way away. I'm sure he'll be fine. But if that happens, or if anyone has to withdraw, Shelton becoming a part of that would be so much fun. I think Shelton's earned a spot at the Six King Slam. Just for entertainment purposes. Because then you got Zverev, Fritz, Djokovic, Sinner, Alcaraz, Draper. And if Draper pulls out, Shelton. Or Runa. Runa's there too, right? I'm going to cool trailer last year. I don't know if they're going to do that. They've already done a cool poster. They might do it. I mean, they did it last year. Maybe they will do it. There's so much money, Draper won't pull out. Well, that's the thing, right? He might play even if he's not 100%. Because it'd be crazy. Like, pulling out of that event is you're giving up a lot of a good payday. So yeah, he might play even if he's not 100% because it's not worth it's worth it. Yeah. But again, if he does pull out, Shelton's a great replacement. I think Shelton would be great to he would fit in well. Wasn't a fan of the poster AI slop, and it didn't look that put together. Was it AI? Oh, okay. I've changed my mind. I will. I have to look at it again. I just looked at it. Like, I only saw it in passing, so I'll have to do a better look at it. All right, chat. I'm out. Ugh. But we're back tomorrow. Big day tomorrow. We're watching everything, almost. There's only one match that we won't watch, which is happening on another court. But center court, it's 5 matches. We're going to go from start to finish. Bang, 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 bang. And it could be one of the best days in the year. I mean, this could be one of the best lineups we've ever had, 2025. I mean, we'll talk about it tomorrow. If Rune does end up playing Sinner, we'll have to discuss whether or not it is the greatest single day of the year for tennis. Because we've got Swiatek, Kalinskaya. They played once. It was an upset. Kalinskaya won. Sabalenka, Raducanu, top 10 clash. Rublev, Alcaraz, I think a top 10 clash. Unless Rublev dropped. Shelton, Zverev, top 10 clash. Palini versus Gauff, top 10 clash. So there's 4 top 10 clashes. And the... Wait, hang on. Rune and Sinner are playing. So it is one of the greatest days. Rune and Sinner aren't playing tomorrow, if they played. They're playing the next day. Forget about that. Okay. Tomorrow might be one of the single best days of the year. Tell me a better lineup than that. Have we had a better lineup than that? I don't know. I don't think we have. 5 insane quarterfinal matches. I don't think we've had a better lineup than that in a single days of play. Maybe, I don't know. If we had Sinner play tomorrow, it would be perfect. It would be undoubtedly. But I'm trying to think. When do we had a lineup like that? Australian Open? Maybe? I can't remember. It might be the single best day of matches we've had. So you don't want to miss out. I know it's Friday, but also it's Friday. So, go to work today and just, I'm not feeling great. And then tomorrow, just hang out with us. Right? But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Shelton wins 4-4. He's going to take on Zverev tomorrow. That's one of the matches. One of the many matches tomorrow that we're all going to watch, aren't we, Mia? We're going to watch that? We're going to watch it tomorrow? We are going to watch it. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for hanging out. Shelton wins 4-4. We're out.